Hey, you guys, it's Cassandra coming at you yet again with a couponing video. This represents my CVS haul for tonight, okay? So, yeah, I went to CVS with not too much of a game plan. I just knew that there were some coupons that I discovered that I had that I wanted to go ahead and use. This card is one that doesn't get much action. So I did not realize I had a $5 extra care buck, and I said, yeah, let me go because, I have those $4 off 20s I'm trying to use up. That $5 extra care buck. I also had a $3 off any purchase that I got for my birthday. Yeah, $3 off Revlon. So I said I'm going to go in there and see what I could do, okay? So when I went in and I scanned my extra care card, I had some coupons that came off that I said, okay, yeah, let's see what I can do with this. It was a $4 off 20 cosmetic purchase, and we had $15 off Physicians Formula. Some things that I knew I was going to have because I had been to my extra care account online and saw those. And for those of you who don't check that often, they have totally revamped the design of the CVS website, CVS.com. I think it's gorgeous and it's really user-friendly, so check that out. All right, so what I have purchased here is 8 Palmolives, 5 in Green Apple, 3 in Soft Touch, and 2 Dawn Hand Renewals. I have 2 Revlon Single Shadows there, Starry Pink and Night Sky. I have CVS version of nail polish remover. I have picked up the Gillette Mach 3 razor and Mach 3 Gillette cartridges, 8 cartridges there. So yeah, what prompted the purchase of the Gillette was that I did have the $10 off $30 purchase. And yeah, I know that I probably could have waited until after 4 on tomorrow to use these. My $4 off 20s expire tomorrow. I did have only one coupon in the mix, which I think was the $3 for my birthday that expired today. But I just decided to go ahead and do this transaction, okay? And there was one other thing that I probably should have waited for. But I said, again, I just want to go ahead and do this transaction. So this is what the receipt looks like. 99 cents, 8 times for the Palmolive. Okay, then $1.99 for the polish remover. $5.29 2 times for the Revlon eyeshadows. $1.99 twice for the Dawn Hand Renewal. $10.99 for the razor for the Mach 3, and for the 8-count refills, $20.99. Y'all, those refills are expensive. I am so glad I'm a girl. All right, so, and we'll get into what the coupons I have used here. I used one $4 off 20, a $3 off any purchase, a $3 off Revlon. Then I used the $10 off $30 purchase for Gillette. That $10.99, I had a coupon when you buy the refill, you get the razor for free. So that $10.99 took off the cost of the razor. Gonna skip over that $15 CVS coupon you see coming off for a moment and come back to it. $5 is an extra care buck, and then a 30% off coupon I also had $3.13. Okay? Brought my subtotal down to $2.33. Tax was $2.89. I paid $5.22. $2.94 went on the gift card, and I paid $2.28 out of pocket. Now, to discuss some of my issues. Okay? Now, I only took $3.13 off for this purchase for the 30%, and I had $40+ worth of items that were not on sale. When I asked about this, they told me that it should be 30% of the items after the coupons. And I could understand that, but when I did the factoring on my own, or the calculations rather on my own, I still think more should have come off, and I should have been closer to a 0 subtotal. But in the end, I couldn't complain too much, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But, you know, because this person actually did this by hand. Normally the 30% is calculated in the system. Maybe I had too many coupons or something, I don't know. But she did this calculation by hand. I actually gave her my extra care book last, the $5 extra care book, because I wasn't even going to use that, because I thought that this really should have only come out to like a couple dollars, which would have been taxed. So yeah, I thought it should have been totally taxed, which would have been covered by my gift card. So I'm not understanding, I guess, really where I went wrong, because even taking the coupons off that was specifically tied to the items, the $10 for the Gillette, the $10.99, the $3 for the Revlon, I would not think that you would calculate like the $4 off 20 purchase, you know, because to me that's almost like an extra care book, you know. It's not tied to a specific item, I guess I'm saying. So if I take off those things that weren't just, you know, those coupons that were specifically tied to an item, I still should have got more than $3.13. And she did the calculation, and, you know, it could have been her error, because like I said, if the computer figured it out once I gave her that extra care book, it would have voided off that coupon, the $3.13, which it did, and it would have recalculated on its own. But it did not recalculate on its own, and then she did not recalculate. She just added the $3.13 coupon back on. So at the end of the day, only $2.28 specifically came out of my pocket, so I didn't complain too much, especially when you see, like I said, we go back to that $15 CVS coupon. You guys, that was for Physicians Formula. And I planned on purchasing one of the formulations that were in the blue. Had it in my cart. Do you see it on this bed? I don't know how I forgot to put it on the counter. I figured that, you know, that was going to ring up at $4.99. I scanned it. It was on clearance, not marked on the shelf, but on clearance when you ring it up. And I figured that I would have $10 worth of overage to work with, okay? And I had another item in the cart that was more expensive in case the $15 did not come off with only scanning the $4.99 item. But I could see now that it totally would have. You guys, because I ain't purchased no Physicians Formula, and it still came off. So at the end of the day, I'm definitely not upset with the fact that I didn't get but $3.13 off for my 30%. That is totally fine. Because I made out like gangbusters if you really want to think about it. But one thing I do have to say is that I do have to be more conscious about what I'm doing in these stores, because I use one $4 off of 20. You know we can stack those now, you guys. I saved $62.12. The total was $5.22. That's what, $67.34? Okay, so that means if I needed to, I could have used 3 $4 off of 20. Okay, so my subtotal actually was only $2.33. You know, so if I used that $4, I guess the CVS would have come down a little bit lower, but my subtotal would indeed have come to zero if I had used just one more $4 off of 20. And I didn't even think about it until I was riding down the road. But again, not going to be too upset about it, because $15 came off that totally should not have. And then once I get home, I had exhausted that $5 gift card that I had. I get home and I have yet another $5 CVS gift card. So even if I had come home and checked my mail, I could have saved the $2 out of my pocket. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. I still count this as a win. This is the final video of the night, you guys. I'm going to sign off now. But as always, peace and blessings to you.